I'm Angel.
This week in our city, Lancaster's Impact Initiative program, the Elise Clifford Interpretive Center's newest exhibit,
the Antelope Valley's Aviation History, the MOAH CEDAR, and the Boulevard's newest shop, Solistic. Tons of stuff to talk about in the city.
Yep.
What are you most excited for?
I'm definitely excited to talk about the aviation history in the Antelope Valley. What about you?
I think I'm excited to talk about the Boulevard's Solistic.
Ooh, yes. Both of those within aviation, space exploration. I like it. With the new year right around the corner, the Impact Initiative is continuing its pledge towards enhancing Lancaster, one project at a time, as they look to recreate the image of our city through new innovative programs, while generating on-the-job training for local youth and young adults through their Student Scholarship Program. With the support of Mayor Rex Paris and the Lancaster City Council, Impact Initiative has committed to the beautification of the most vital locations in town by developing strategic tactical programs that utilize a more holistic approach, resulting in a new sense of civic pride while creating a greater sense of trust among the local community. The Impact Initiative is a 4-month immersive scholarship award program designed to target both high school and young adults as they continue pursuing their higher education. Throughout the time spent in the program, participants will be awarded scholarships based off a minimum hour requirement, while also gaining relevant on-the-job experience that can strengthen their professional and interpersonal skills. Throughout the 4-month program, their vision remains the same: to generate and grow a new sense of pride throughout their community. They recognize the importance of instilling civic pride and social trust citywide by investing in new visual improvements all throughout the city. In order to make these goals a reality, they recognize the need for a lot more manpower, so they created Summer of Impact. This is a student scholarship program that provides students with the on-the-job training and experience they need while working with city officials, ultimately developing their career readiness skills for success at a professional level. Although the program is only designated to a 4-month period, it's designed to create a lasting impact in a shortest amount of time. Some of the continued goals of the program are to enhance the quality of life for all citizens who call Lancaster home, while also addressing community concerns. Not only does this allow for local youth to develop the vital professional skills that will help further the future of their careers, but it also looks to alleviate tuition expenses by allowing them to earn college scholarships. For those eager to join, you can look forward to planning, creating, contributing, and supporting the daily activities that allow these innovative programs to enhance the visual character of our city. Although applications for the Summer of Impact are now closed, you can apply to the next session by emailing impact@cityoflancasterca.gov or call 661-723-5906 for more information.
So I've actually seen the Impact Initiative youth at community events, like the baby formula giveaways that were done at Monday Bites. They've also attended other ones. Monday Bites, they went around with like garbage bags and were offering to take people's trash and even just picking up stuff that they saw around, which was really cool to see. Like, the program is giving them on-the-job training and allowing them to meet the city officials that also go to these events.
Exactly, and they are gaining all those skills by interacting with city officials, but the community as well, and providing that volunteerism back to the community. It's such a beautiful program.
MOAH's mission since its start has been focused on increasing community engagement and appreciation in regards to art, and has done so over the years through a series of educational programs, exhibitions, and an art collection, all centered around the history and culture of the Antelope Valley. Art engagement is vital because it plays an important role in different aspects of life. It has the power to positively impact mental, physical, social, and emotional health. This can be seen through visual art therapy, drama therapy, movement therapy, and music therapy. It also provides a way for artists to channel their emotions and struggles in a more creative approach, and provides a platform for those who feel voiceless to bring awareness to issues in their lives. Art has even been shown to have a positive impact on relationship building, as galleries, museums, and exhibits are all methods of bringing people together physically, and in some cases allowing people to see their community's shared story. Which is why the Lancaster Museum of Art and History is dedicated to welcoming new and exciting exhibits that captivate the audience. And their new year-long exhibit, The Muse, by Tina Dill, is no exception. Dill was born in Jerome, Idaho, and started her artistic journey by drawing inspiration from the ranchers and livestock in her hometown. During her youth, her family relocated to Southern California, where she continued to draw inspiration from the creatures native to the region. As an adult, Dill ran a ceramics business that crafted and sold hand-painted ceramic animal figurines. She later moved into the Tehachapi Mountains to focus more on fine art and to be immersed in the natural wildlife of the area. Dill emphasizes that there is more to animals than just feathers and fur, as she urges the audience to explore beneath the obvious. In order to create her artworks, Dill uses a combination of in-depth research about the animal subject and free-flowing mediums to make images that can be interpreted in different ways by the audience. The animal muses are captured through what Dill calls a painting process of skills, intuition, and serendipitous accidents. Dill has always been involved in the Antelope Valley community and art scene. She was one of the participants in the 2018 Powwow art event and was even featured on one of the billboards for MOAH's Art Outdoor AV, which showcased 4 ravens in Dill's unique art style. Her newest Antelope Valley exhibit, titled The Muse, is dedicated to showcasing the personality of her semi-tamed raven, Peanut, whom she rescued, along with inspiration from animals that reside in the Tehachapi Mountains, as she creates portraits that are teeming with life and spirit. To see more of her work, you can visit her website, tinadillart.com, and to visit the Muse exhibit, take a trip on down to the Elise Clifford Interpretive Center, open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., or you can call 661-723-6230 for more information.
So you were able to see the exhibit, correct?
I was.
So were you able to see what she meant when she was talking about, looking kind of beyond the obvious and things like that?
So all of her paintings that she has there, I believe there's 6 to 8 of them. At first glance, everything kind of blends together, and so you get like this one picture. But the closer you look at the picture, the more you see the different mediums that she talks about. So you see a little bit of watercolor, there's like splatter art, and there's also texture there too, which was really cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you got to see like the cohesive if you're looking at all of it together, but then when you step a little bit closer, you get to see all the little details involved in it.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
And when we come back from break, there will be a short story about the Antelope Valley's aviation history and a look at one of the city's historic landmarks, the MOAH CEDAR.
Welcome back to L28. In this segment, we'll be taking a look at the aviation history in the AV and learning about MOAH CEDAR, an extension of the city's beloved museum and art history. To many unbeknownst passerbyers and locals alike, the Antelope Valley holds both a vast and rich history centered around aviation that has been expanding, innovating, and redefining modern aerospace technology ever since its early conception back in the early 1930s. The Antelope Valley is a thriving community among the expansive Mojave Desert environment, with breathtaking mountain ranges, forest of old-growth Joshua trees, and the smoldering heat. But as the rich history of the valley is also deeply rooted in both aviation history as well as with dominant aerospace industries such as NASA Armstrong Flight Research Center, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, SpaceX, Northrop Grumman, and not to mention the Mojave Spaceport. These companies and landmarks have all continued to make a huge impact on the local growth and economy, which have ultimately gave the region its title of America's Aerospace Valley. But to tell the full story of the Aerospace Valley, it's important to start from the beginning, starting in the early 1930s, prior to the commencement of World War II, as airplanes began to frequent the valley due to their constant clear skies, which is particularly favorable for pilots. By 1933, the U.S. Air Force would begin flight testing operations at the Muroc Dry Lake, which is now known today as Edwards Air Force Base. With the base initially starting out as a temporary bomb and gunnery range for aircraft used throughout World War II. It was later rebranded in 1942 under the name Muroc Army Airfield. Nearly a decade later, the facility would be renamed again after the captain and test pilot Glenn Edwards. After the conclusion of World War II, the Flight Test Center remained open and became an official site for government agencies, such as the Navy or Air Force, to develop and evaluate aircrafts that still exist in its inventory today. The base would go on to test and process countless aviation vehicles that have been used in key points throughout U.S. history, such as World War II, the Cold War, and more recently, in space shuttle support. Some of the remarkable feats accomplished on the base include the test flight of America's first jet-powered airplane, flights by the Bell XP-59A era Comet back in 1942, the first supersonic flight led by Captain Charles Yeager in 1947, the highest altitude record in the world soaring over 90,000 feet above the valley in 1954 by the test pilot Arthur Kit Murray, and the world's fastest speed record for winger aircraft set at 4,520 miles per hour by Major William J. Pete Knight in the X-15 rocket research aircraft in 1967. To learn more about the history of the Aerospace Valley, you can walk along the boulevard to check out some of the aviation heroes that are highlighted on the Lancaster's Aerospace Walk of Honor.
So, Bree, I know you're an aviation buff. Have you taken a walk to see the Aerospace Walk of Honor?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually one of the places that I take my friends if they're coming to visit the Antelope Valley. I'm definitely surrounded by friends who also are aviation buffs, so it's exciting for all of us.
And then were you also familiar with any of the aircrafts mentioned?
Yeah, familiar with some of the aircrafts as well as some of the individuals. So I do have a history with my dad actually working for for Edwards Air Force Base at some point. Yeah, and funny enough, I went to Pete Knight High School. So yeah, I'm familiar with some of the crafts as well as some of the individuals that were listed there.
That's very cool. Art has been used as a method of self-expression since the dawn of time. One of the first documented instances of representational art was discovered by archaeologists on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. The painting was found on limestone walls in a cave by archaeologist Adam Brum and his team. It is estimated to be older than 45,000 years old and depicts a Sulawesi pig, making it one of the oldest known examples of figurative art, which is described by some as a form of art that draws reference from the real world. Learning about art from the past can be a way to learn about a culture or region's progression as a civilization because it draws ties to what the area was like during a certain time period. Works of art often depict trends in values and aesthetics during the time at which they were created. Although studying art can be beneficial, actively creating your own art can have an even more positive effect on mental and emotional health for a variety of reasons. This is because through art comes the ability to showcase emotions, thoughts, and experiences into whatever media you see fit. Whether it's through music, poetry, sculpting, or painting, art is a way for people to alleviate health-related illnesses, such as high blood pressure and stress-related illnesses. Art offers us a way to see the world through different points of view. Art can also be socially impactful by focusing on societal concerns such as pollution or global warming, and may have a positive impact because it brings awareness to important issues affecting us. Artists can help create a sense of community with their audience by sharing their message that people can relate to on a personal level. Lancaster's MOAH CEDAR, an extension of the Museum of Art and History, is built upon the foundation of bringing art to the community through a series of programs, exhibits, and in-person workshops that are available to the people of Lancaster and visitors alike. Recurring workshops held at the facility are the Young Artist Workshops, held every first Thursday of the month, zine workshops that are held every first and third Sunday of the month, as well as beginner and advanced live figure drawing sessions, and their MOAH CEDAR monthly concert series. For more information about the programs offered, visit their website, moahcedar.org, or call 661-723-6250. So have you had a chance to visit the MOAH CEDAR at all?
Yeah, I actually have, but I haven't taken any of the classes, and then the monthly concert series seems kind of cool to visit as well.
It does. I want to find out if the monthly concert series, does it highlight local artists or does it bring in people from the Antelope Valley as a whole? That would be cool to see.
Yeah, that's a good thing that we should look into, and we can go see it ourselves.
Exactly. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we've got a look at one of the newest shops on the boulevard, Solistic.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Brianna, and today we'll be closing our episode with one of Lancaster's newest small businesses, the Solistic shop. Since the early 1930s, the city of Lancaster, as well as the Antelope Valley as a whole, have become synonymous with both the aerospace and aeronautics industries. Rightfully so, being dubbed the aerospace capital of the United States. That's why it seems almost fittingly so that one of the newest local restaurants in town highlight and pay homage to those feats from both an aesthetic and a cultural standpoint. Located on Lancaster Boulevard, Solistic has been providing customers with a unique space-themed dining experience, as well as galaxy-inspired food and drink menu items with their entirely ethically farmed ingredients, while also generating a truly out-of-the-world, one-of-a-kind vibe, leaving guests with a new experience every time you walk through the door. Whether it's the colorful space-inspired food and drink menu options, or the starlit galaxy murals featured throughout the restaurant's walls, Solistic gives customers a fresh new take on cuisine centered around respect, sustainability, and most importantly, authenticity. Although this is one of the newest restaurants along the boulevard, its foundation dates back to 2015 as the founders also own and operate its sister cafe, the Modern Tea Room, which is another local establishment along the boulevard providing customers with healthy cuisine options. Boasting a robust selection of vegetarian, vegan, non-vegan options as well. Angel from L28 was able to chat with an employee of the Modern Tea Room who gave us insight on what it's like to work in the establishment and how the opening of Solistic will impact the community as a whole.
I'm Destiny and I work at the Modern Tea Room.
All right, so what is something that you enjoy about working at the Modern Tea Room?
Honestly, just the environment. We get like really cool customers and like honestly just my coworkers in general. It's like they're family basically. We all hang out like just outside of work and also during work, and like we all just push each other to grow and like be better people, I guess, on this planet. You know.
So speaking of grow, the Modern Tea Room sister shop Solistic just opened. We're actually at the grand opening. What kind of impact are you hoping that this Black-owned business has on the community?
Honestly, just to show that we are very like inclusive, like, you know, we bring everybody together, and just that, you know, it's like a safe place to come. More people come and hear about us. Like we've had people come from like, you know, like the Valley or like LA. Like we've had people who have driven like 2 hours, 3 hours just to come, and they were like, oh, I heard about this on like Yelp, and I'm like, oh, cool, like, you know. And honestly, Yelp has brought us a lot of people, but I think just being more inclusive and like bringing the community together is especially something we need right now, like in this day and age.
So speaking of the community, are there events or things that either Modern Tea Room or Solistic does that are geared towards the community?
Usually Thursdays we have, it's called the mouth drop, which is like a different drink every Thursday, and it's something we all kind of just make up, or whoever like is on the shift decides to may bring up. So I think like last week was like a Jolly Rancher tea, and then the week before was like Skittles. So they kind of do just different drinks every week, and then like, you know, we usually get busy on Thursdays because of that, and everybody like wants to come and try it. So I think that's one thing that's definitely geared to it. And then also like with Solistic opening, like also the new drinks on that side, everybody's been excited about. Now that we have actual caffeine, like they also have like coffee on that side, so like you can do shots and stuff. Because we usually have like caffeinated teas, but it's just tea. And over there on that side, people want coffee, you know. So we have coffee.
All right, and then to wrap it up, what's something that you want to mention or something that you just want the community to know about the shops?
Just to come visit, honestly. Honestly, we're all like really cool people, and like honestly just come and hang out with us, like, you know, and just enjoy our presence. Like we're all like chill, and like we love getting to know new people, and we love meeting new people. So like just come and visit and check it out and see if you like it or not, you know? Give it a try.
Well, thank you for your time, Destiny. It was wonderful to talk with you, and I hope you enjoy the grand opening.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys.
The restaurant opened its doors earlier this year, back in September, with the initial soft opening, allowing local residents to look, but more importantly, taste their new health-conscious menu. More recently, Solistic held their grand opening on Friday, November 11th, hosting a unique experience for the local community by having a photo booth, game truck, face painting, caricature artists, music, and everyone's favorite, the dancing astronaut. With an array of delicious options, the fan favorite was the space-themed soul bowls. These 4-part bowls come with a base option of rice or a tortilla, protein of choice ranging from freshly sourced chicken to jackfruit barbacoa with fresh veggies and extra topping options. As for customers looking to fill their sweet tooth, Solistic offers Moon Frost Bowls, which are a dessert-inspired item with the base options such as a sorbet, overnight oats, or chia seeds, as well as a drizzle option of your choice like honey or vegan chocolate drizzle. As for those needing to quench their thirst, the cafe also crafts space fusions, which are sweet drinks that can have add-ons like espresso shot or moon foam and matcha. They also offer space tonics and even space coolers for all those soda lovers. For customers pressed with time, because we all know life happens, you can now visit their grab and go section for a healthier, quick bite to eat. Just as convenient is their online order options, allowing customers to order from their full menu at the touch of a button. And if you really want to show your support, guests can now purchase exclusive merchandise, including space-themed hats, tote bags, mugs, and backpacks, all featuring the Solistic name and insignia. If you would like to check out this trendy new restaurant, Solistic is open every week on Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., as well as Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, you can visit their website at www.solisticav.com.
Have you had a chance to go out to Solistic and try anything yet?
I have not, but I am so excited because I love the idea of having a space-themed restaurant.
I feel like if you like sweet things, I would recommend a Moon Frost Bowl.
Ooh.
I got 2 scoops of their acai sorbet and then 1 of the dragon fruit, and they have a variety of toppings. So they've got like nuts, they've got like chocolate chips, and then the drizzle. You can't beat the drizzle.
Which one did you get? Honey? Chocolate?
Honey.
Honey. That sounds so delicious.
It was.
Well, thank you for tuning in to the City of Lancaster's news. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Angel, and this has been L28 News.